Nieuwe ervaringen, nieuwe uitdagingen, nieuwe Nutrilon opvolgmelk.
Morty, good music comes from people who are relaxed. Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat. Oh man, okay, all right.
Hey kijkers, welkom terug bij deze nieuwe stream. Vandaag gaan we Dungeons 2 verder spelen. Ik hoop dat jullie ervan gaan genieten. Zowel druk dan een duimpje omhoog. Druk ook op het belletje. En dan zeg ik veel kijkplezier. We waren vorige keer gebleven bij het stukje dat... Toen hebben we de goblins volgens mij gerecruiteerd. Laten we verder gaan.
The demigod Krotos, one of the sniveling cowards who had banished the ultimate evil, had just marched his alliance army out of the swamplands to fight the snake-like Nagas. The ultimate evil wanted to teach him the full futility of war by ensuring his untimely passing. Besides, the Nagas could prove to be valuable allies.
Oké, daar zijn we dan.
King Robert was defeated, but there were more heroes whose life the ultimately vindictive evil was after. Here in the swamplands, the demigod Krotos was just leading the Alliance's troops against feral Naga clans. They had retreated here after the collapse of the Dark Army. It would seem sensible to first strike an alliance with these Nagas before the impatient evil squared up against Krotos.
Explore the swamplands. We hebben 4, dan recruteren we een ork.
the gold greedy evil built the first underground treasury, thus laying the foundations for insane amounts of hoarded treasure.
Oké, dat passen we zo aan. Oh shit. Verkeerde... Ach man. Even... Sorry kijkers, even. Ik heb een klein foutje namelijk gemaakt. Ja, oké. Hij doet het weer. Maar één ding heb ik niet. Oh shit. Oh, ik ben een paar dingen vergeten, maar dat regel ik zo meteen wel. Kijk, we moeten eerst de swamp exploren. Dus laten we dat meteen doen. Met nog een ork.
The exploration-keen evil sent its troops to the surface for the first time. The swamplands spread out before them. The next step was to either find the Nagas and recruit them, or be massacred by the army of the Alliance. It was a difficult decision.
Laat in de reacties achter of jullie meer van dit wilt zien.
Stone building, a Naga temple. Apparently, there was an entrance to it in the north. The horde set out in that direction. The first brewery was built underground. Later, orcs and goblins would get obscenely drunk there, and then meander through the dungeons, slurring their words and singing lewd songs.
Of kost zo'n 150. Oké, waar zullen we deze gaan plaatsen? Is er plek? Nee. Dan maken we plek. Eerst breiden we even uit. En dan gaan we.
The Alliance had discovered the presence of the ultimate evil. This had nothing to do with a tip-off from a certain narrator who wanted to increase the tension. It was pure coincidence.
What?
The good people responded, as you might expect, with a direct attack on the dungeon.
Oké, ze hebben gewonnen. We moeten hem waarschuwen als het goed is krijgen. Als we bij een dungeon binnen gaan. Oh ja, kijk ze dan maar. Hoeveel? Jemig. Oké.
Enemies have entered the dungeon. payday.
Vergeet de Discord server niet te joinen. Link in de beschrijving. Tegenwoordig heeft bijna iedereen wel Discord. Wacht, wat? Deze stenen lijken op die spinstenen van aflevering 1. Dus in de buurt moeten spinnen zijn. Oh, ik vergeet het belangrijkste.
The army of the ultimate evil could view the temple from the top of the hill. And it did indeed not look good for the Nagas. The nauseatingly good hero Krotos personally led the alliance into battle and was forcing the snake creatures to retreat. Only his death would deliver the temple back into the hands of evil. Well, that could be arranged. The troops of the ultimate evil stumbled upon a patrol of the alliance that had caught some Nagas. Of course, they immediately set about wiping out the much-hated heroes. Oh, and by the way, you could of course also set those Nagas free.
Mijn oortje zitten ze hier super sterk. Wat is hier? Hier zit een brug.
The last fighter in the patrol was defeated. Creatures of the Horde cheered. Oh yes, and set the Naga free as well. They were overjoyed to join the ultimate evil. The eager for new units evil sent his creatures further towards where it expected the Naga camp to be. Pleased evil's hard-working goblins had made plans for a new room, a guard room. There, creatures could patrol and keep a lookout for heroes. Immediately, the ultimate evil got down to having this room researched. The Nagas kept up their fight to free their unholy temple from the alliance. If the ultimate evil was to help them win it back, then their support would be guaranteed. Since that fitted perfectly with the planned revenge on Krotos, it was the ideal solution.
Pik, voer jij dat maar aan.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Oh, fijn. Wow.
Your throne room is under attack.
De troon mag niet neergaan. Oh ja, ik moet ze weer even aan het werk zetten. Oh nee. Zijn die sterk? Ach, die is zo sterk.
The approaching horde startled a few animals. Dinner.
Vlee voor jullie. Oké. Hebben we geld? Ja. Oké, we hebben een goblin. Een guardroom.
It's payday.
Dus moet even weer wat mana regenen. Oh, de papa. We hebben de mama en de zoon. Nu nog de papi.
The horde defeated the bears with ease and stocked up on bear meat. However, as bear meat is not actually a resource in the game, this was utterly irrelevant.
Dat is creepy. Oh.
A small group of Alliance troops had gathered here. The presence of the Nagas ensured that the all-seeing evil could see even the cloaked units.
Gelijk wat zachter moet, zeg dat dan even in de chat.
The fingers of a goblin devoted to the unspeakably evil impatiently tapped on the workbench. He was still awaiting orders to begin researching the guard room. Of course, he did it behind the lame evil's back, as, after all, he didn't want the hand of terror to torture. At last, the horde reached the Naga's camp. They were not able to offer the ultimate evil much help. However, they spoke of an artifact that was hidden deep down in the mountain. It would make defeating the Alliance a piece of cake. The Nagas opened a portal to the artifact using their ancient magic. The insidious evil debated briefly whether it was worth the risk. Finally, however, it decided it was only a question of its creatures' lives, and of course, the ultimate evil didn't give a toss about it.
Gordel. Die plaats ik hier. Nee, wat jij moet doen? Werken. Oh, 3. Oh. Oh ja, ik heb er nog één in het veld.
guard room was researched and ready for construction. Creatures that were thrown there by the hand of terror would keep watch and be especially vigilant for intruders. They were able to alert other creatures near the guard room and summon them for reinforcement as well.
Wonderlijk. We hebben sneller goud nodig. Een Naga Queen. Okay. Everyone who
The
dares
Horde had passed through
fight.
the Naga portal and found themselves in an old altar chamber, in the center of which lay a very ancient-looking object. This had to be the artifact. Some creatures appeared to be guarding it.
Oké, ze zitten naast ons. Oh, scheisse. Even kijken. Dit moet ik pakken. En weet. Wacht. Oh shit.
I don't believe it. Is there really still a guard at the artifact? My goodness, my grandma would have finished the whole game by now. Move your butt, do something.
Dat gebeurt er als hij ongeduldig wordt. Ah, dan wordt hij pissig. Heel pissig. Volgens mij te pissig. Oh shit.
There are enemies in your dungeon. Once the artifact guards were eliminated, the artifact began to glow. It almost seemed to be waiting to be picked up. It looked as if the artifact would fit perfectly into the mysterious altar base that lay deep within the dungeon of the ultimate evil. Maybe it would be a good idea to place it there.
Captain Jones.
The artifact was currently lifeless. It needed some magic. The expanding evil's creature's next task was to expose some mana crystals. This mana would be necessary to charge the artifact up.
Reclames. Ik krijg er hoofdpijn van. Oké, zo te zien hebben ze de dinos gedood. Oké, hij moet verder werken. Wacht, ik heb een idee. Kan die? Dank u. Hier, kijk, traps. Wat zal ik als volgende craften? De dooi, een hospital of een trap? Ik denk deze. Die lijkt me vet. Kan ik naga's oppoppen? Nope. Vergeet het Discord-server niet te joinen.
Magic crackled in the air. Oh no, wait, that's just the popcorn I'm making. But a mana crystal on its own was really of no value to the ultimate evil. It would take a crystal chamber to make this valuable asset usable. A room was quickly installed under the crystal. The crystal chamber shone with the brilliance of a freshly painted room. To exploit this effectively, the success-enabling evil was now able to recruit Nagas. At this exact moment, the clan conveniently placed some of these snake-like beings at its disposal.
Klein beetje opschieten.
Apparently, it had not escaped the notice of the Alliance's magicians that something disturbing was going on in the underground. So they decided to mount powerful attacks on the dungeon. But the ultimate evil had been warned. That's what I'm doing right now, by the way, and created such a formidable defense that it would have brought tears to the eyes of any tower defense player. It's payday.
Laten we hem ook gelijk even een hospital. Oh, fijn. Hoe komen we aan zoveel Nagas?
A cry for help from a few Nagas trapped in a very remote area reached the ultimate evil while it was defending the dungeon. Maybe they could be saved by using a spell, which was ready to be unlocked in the crystal chamber.
Attack my army!
The creatures of the unstoppable evil continued work on filling the artifact with magic. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Kunnen we nou even serieus even panic retreat gaan even leren? En dan word ik heel blij.
The wave-by-wave tactics of the Alliance had so far proven unsuccessful. So, a strategic genius had decided to open up a second entrance to the underground in order to send, well, wave after wave of units into the dungeon. There are enemies in your dungeon. The artifact was filled with magic. Neither did it take too long, nor did it go too fast. It was filled up exactly when the level designers intended it to be. The ultimate evil had learned a spell. This would enable the Nagas to be rescued. It immediately set about doing so. Protect the artifact!
The artifact? Oh, schazen. Hier. Wat moet ik doen? Oh, hier, kijk. Panic retreat.
The spell ensured the Naga's safe passage into the dungeon of the ultimate evil. Excellent work.
Capture the dungeon gate to the east. Eén, twee,
The throne room is under attack.
2, 3. Oh, vallen ze hier nu ook al aan?
There are enemies in your dungeon. The artifact was almost bursting with energy. It was now producing mana independently and ready to stand by the ultimate evil's side in the battle for the temple. It also gave the ultimate evil access to a few more magic spells. Now it was time to take the temple and destroy Krotos. The ultimate evil gathered all the troops together to attack in one devastating way. The ultimate evil, or more precisely its creatures, destroyed the Alliance's camp with the greatest of ease. It considered having a luxury hotel for stressed dungeon managers built there. There are enemies in your dungeon. It's payday.
It's a payday. Kunnen we ze hierin droppen? Yes! Wacht, bang. Ach, boeit niet. Ja, ga terug. Is er ergens een wizard? Oh, wacht, die soldaten.
Together with its Naga allies, the army of the ultimate evil stormed the Naga temple. The battle began.
Destroy Quotas. Kom op.
It wouldn't be long before Krotos was defeated. Just a few more blows and he would fall. Hey, wait, what do you think you're doing? Come back, you coward! I mean, seeing that defeat was inevitable, Krotos opted for a strategic retreat, leaving the temple in the ultimate evil's power. The gathered evilness then burst the nearby dam, and the Alliance's camp disappeared under waves of water with a very satisfactory gurgling sound. Despite the soggy end to the Alliance, the ultimate evil was livid. It had just been robbed of a delicious revenge. But, if I may be so bold, that was yet to come. I saw it in the script.
Oké. Dat was aflevering 3 van Dungeons 2. De volgende keer gaan
Although
we
Krotos managed to escape, the horde continued on a...
een unicorn doden. Oké. Ik hoop dat jullie ervan hebben genoten. Vergeet geen like achter te laten. En te abonneren. En dan zeg ik later. Laters.